pretty quickly from there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That was so nice.
So,
Well, one of the other things that came up in the news recently, I just saw today, so President Obama's lawyers are drafting guidelines that would bar discrimination against federal employees based on gender identity. The New York Times reported Wednesday the guidelines will protect federal transgender employees from discrimination and are the first of their kind at the federal level. The gender identity protections were not part of the President's June 17th announcement of benefits to same-sex spouses of federal employees. However, the National Center for Transgender Equality says it and other advocacy groups have been in ongoing talks with the White House. And a correction from something we'd said before, I was working off of some news one of the reporters reported. Apparently, the Obama administration does not believe there is any difference between a presidential memorandum and an executive order.
Okay.
So as far as they are concerned, what they signed earlier this month to extend some federal benefits to same-sex partners should not expire at the end of his term.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Specifically, these protections will add a gender identity to a clause stating that supervisors cannot discriminate against employees based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, age, handicap condition, marital status, or political affiliation. Sexual orientation was also added to this list with Obama's June 17th presidential memorandum. They will also provide transgender employees a course of action to protest a job action as discriminatory. Mara Kiesling of NCTE says there's a very important symbolic value to that from our point of view. And on the don't ask, don't tell front, 77 members of Congress have sent a letter to the President strongly requesting that he suspend further investigations of service members to determine their sexual orientation. The letter said much, much more. I'm summing it up. 77 members of Congress wrote to the President, so signed the letter that went to the President saying, please, please, please do everything that's legally within your power to suspend the implementation until Congress can pass something.
Cool. That's good. That's good news. It's a start.
It's a little disappointing when members of Congress have to write to the President and urge the strong supporter of repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
Nonetheless, it's good that they're doing it.
It's good that they're doing it, yep.
baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yeah, hey.
And I also read Tammy Baldwin had put something in, had submitted a law, or a bill rather, to take the next step from Obama's June 17th memorandum, which was restricted in what it could extend to same-sex couples because of the Defense of Marriage Act. Congresswoman Tammy Baldwin submitted a bill, it may not go anywhere, we'll see, to change the wording of, or repeal, I'm not sure the specifics, I didn't get into the details, but to basically allow much broader, if not all, the health care benefits to extend to same-sex partners. So there is action. I'm happy to see it's coming from the congressional side, because that's where it needs to come from. I just wish our vigorous supporter would be more supportive.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I'm being delicate.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens, you know. I think times are changing, and you know, we've come a long way. Obviously, we have a long way to go, but every little bit helps.
Progress is slow, but we've seen a lot in the past 2 decades.
I know.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I know. It's totally, you know, since I was a kid, it's the changes since the time that I was a child, and I don't want to say too much about when it was, but yeah.
It was before Reagan.
Yeah, it was. Not much.
Well, hell, I was before Reagan.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But anyway.
I figured Reagan was safe.
Yeah.
That would put you at like 39.
Right, exactly. Thank you. I'll take that. Anyway, so we'll see what happens. But
So speaking of progress, New London Pride 2010.
let's do it. Oh, you know what? Speaking of entertainment, we are actually talking a little bit, I don't know how serious we are, about trying to get Lipstick Conspiracy out here. Lipstick Conspiracy is the band that does our opening and closing credit music. Very
they
cool.
out of?
They are out of San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a Bay Area band. Very cool band.
Trans band.
They're all transgendered, and their music is great. And if we could get them to come out for the
That would be great.
for the show, that would be really cool. I don't know that that's going to happen, but we're going to try to make it happen.
I'm a big fan of Namali Brennett, a trans woman out
Right.
of Arizona. Huge fan. Love her music.
Wow.
It would be great to have her too.
You know, the thing is, we're going to have to make sure that the Pride Festival in New London runs from like 9 a.m. to midnight to make
Yes.
sure we get all the musical guests on stage.
Yeah, really. This could be really cool.
So we're looking for feedback from you, the community,
Sure.
about your interests. Would you like to see a New London Pride in 2010? What kind of things would you be interested in doing? Give us a call. We got about 10 minutes left in the show.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. We were obviously you're looking at Ocean Beach. We were hope that's feedback.
It probably is.
We were looking at doing it on a pier or something.
Yeah, basically in Waterfront Park, probably on one or a couple of the piers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Pride on the piers.
That would be nice too.
Take advantage of the Main Street Historical District and the
Maybe the
Whaling
parade
City.
will be complete by then. I think they're having a...
right. Well,
A
by
band show
by
there?
2010, hopefully.
So yeah, this is going to be good. We got to do this. And
So we got to go scope it out on For Sale Fest in
Yeah.
in July to make sure that we know how to set it all up.
The facilities.
Yeah, because they can do a stage out on the pier, and they've got power, and the police station and restrooms are all built into the facility on the pier, and
yeah.
it's not too
We're gonna
far
do
from the
this.
highway.
We're going to do this. Obviously, we're going to have to work very closely with your group and others.
All of them.
And
The group at Pfizer is already talking about it too.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, there's a large group there.
Okay, so this is cool. We got some allies in this.
Yeah.
We're going to,
Well, and I mean, you can't discount all the universities in the area,
yeah.
and O'Neill's.
And O'Neill's.
Youth groups.
Yeah, all the GSAs at the schools and the groups at the colleges. I bet you there's a lot of support out there
Yeah.
for it. We just have to go.
This is
lobby
gonna be
for it.
great.
So, line one.
Okay. Good evening, nlcTrans. You're on the air.
Hi, my name is Pamela, and I would just like to say that I think New London Pride is a fabulous idea.
Oh, thank you.
I hope there are wonderful parades and lots of dancing and music. New London has always had a fabulous music scene, and I just think it'll be wonderful for the city and a great event for everybody to attend.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you
looking
so much.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great. Thank you.
So I was looking at one of the maps of downtown. If we did do something on the pier, you can either march down Bank Street or you could march down State Street.
Okay,
And
so
it-
you're thinking parade as well.
Well, it's been suggested. I'm thinking festival, but it depends on how much interest we have. If we
Yeah.
get enough interest behind it, then why not?
Yeah, well, we can do both, festival and parade.
Yeah.
I'll march. I got my big sun hat.
And your beret.
And you're right.
Oh, God. Well, you know, it's good to have fun viewers. It really is.
I just think the Pride Festival will be great for networking and
Yeah.
showing that there is a queer community in southeastern Connecticut.
Southeastern Connecticut is definitely sort of known around the state as being a void. Second maybe to northwestern